and welcome back to my bookish videos. I have more t-shirts than this, but I filmed 2 videos in a row today, so that's the reason why. And I'm very sorry if the lighting's changing a bit because it's extremely sunny, but sometimes there are also a few clouds coming in. And I'm seriously hot. It might be over 30 degrees in this room because that room is the south side, so sunshine all day. I discovered something that I never thought I would like, and that is crimes and thrillers. I've never been a huge fan of crime novels or thrillers. I like to watch them rather than read them, to be honest. But I kind of got into them a little bit by accident. Like Aldi UK, they had books in their section where they basically have everything, and there were £2.99 and there were thrillers, and I was like, okay, I might try one. So the first time I've been there, I got Final Girls by Riley Sager, which looks absolutely amazing. And that is basically about 3 girls who survived a massacre, like 3 different massacres. One of them then killed herself, and then the other 2 kind of reconnect with each other because they fear for their life, or they don't really know why the other girl killed herself. So that was the first thriller I read in, I don't know for how many years. But I kind of enjoyed it. It wasn't that I really loved it. And that book wasn't even really that well written. In the beginning it was a bit slow, and also the protagonists, they're not really relatable and really unbelievable in their way. But the end was quite good, and it also kind of reminded me, like, those thriller novels remind me they're a bit nostalgic for me. Do you remember in the 80s and 90s all those paperback books, like horse books, and also like a Babysitter's Club, and what I was always reading was Mystery Club, which was about, I think, 3 or 4 girls who were solving crimes, which was then for like teenagers. And this kind of, those light-hearted thriller novels kind of remind me of that time when I read them. So the next time I went back to Aldi and I got 3 more, I got Tess Gerritsen's Playing with Fire, and I know Tess Gerritsen from her Risolia Niles series. I've read the first 2 books like years and years and years ago, and I quite enjoyed them. This one I didn't really enjoy. It's about Julia, who's a violin player, and when she comes back from Rome, she discovers that her child kind of changed and got a bit dangerous, and she has to find out what happened to her child. And yeah, it was really not well written, seriously unbelievable, to be honest. There were so many plot lines that were just not very well intertwined with each other, and the ending, like the explanation for everything was just like, we just put everything into one page and you have to believe us. No, not really. So I can't recommend this one. It wasn't very well written. Then I also got Harlan Coben, Fool Me Once, which is about a woman, and she has just lost her husband, and then she discovers her husband on the nanny cam, and I like this way better than the other 2 books. I actually really enjoyed that one, and the ending was quite it had a twist to it which I really enjoyed, really liked. And the last of the Aldi books was My Husband's Wife by Jane Corrie, which I liked that much that I also got another book by her, which is in the book haul, which is basically part 2 of this video. Don't know why I do this. And yeah, this was really, that was quite complex. There were also several different plot lines, and it was really good. Like, it was really intriguing. It had a few twists in it, very interesting ones, and I was just like, I don't know, it's a bit bigger than the other ones. It's over 500 pages, and I just flew through it because I was so intrigued by that one. Now to this big box, which is from the Works, and they had thrillers for £2, and you can get 3 for £5, and then they had an extra like coupon code, so I got them for £1.60 each, which is just crazy. And I'm like, I'm still not a lover of crime novel and thrillers. I wouldn't spend like a full £9 for a thriller, I think, because they're not worth it in my opinion, just for me, because I still don't really love that genre. But for £1.60 they were just like, yes, definitely yes, and I call them like kind of like my snack reads, because I just fly through them so quickly. They're just like, you start and you basically finish them in one sitting. So I got what, 13 books maybe, I don't even know. Okay, let's start with what we have here. This is The Death Chamber by Leslie Thompson. I all picked them because when I read the synopsis they intrigued me, but I can't tell you about every book now what it is about. So I think, yeah, this one is about a case that was 40 years ago, and then 20 years later it happens again, and I think it's set in the 70s. I'm not sure about this, but yeah, on like all the thrillers on the Works website sounded really intriguing, so I got that one. Then I got Dead Girls by Graham Cameron, which is that the one that is set in Oxford? I don't know. Well, I got one that is set in Oxford, and that was really the main reason why I got it. But yeah, this is about 5 girls that go missing and 2 are killed. So yeah, sounds quite good to me. Then I got Distress Signals by Catherine Ryan Howard. Did she leave or was she taken? So, an exhilarating debut from a hugely talented author. So yeah, I bet it's about did she leave or was she abducted by somebody? Not very well described, but what can you do when you haven't read them yet? Then I got Almost Love by Louise O'Neill. I think that's not a crime novel. That's about a girl who gets into a enters a relationship with a 20 years older man. And I think she's quite young. I don't know, but yeah. So this is, I believe, not a crime or a thriller, but it just caught my interest. Then I got You Let Me In by Lucy Clark, which is that about the author? There was a book about an author with a highly imaginative mind, which kind of intrigued me. It's always interesting to read about authors. So yeah, that sounded quite good, because I mean, it's always really creepy when you think about it, that somebody strange entered your house without you knowing it, but then you're slowly noticing it. Then I got I Am No One by Patrick Flannery, which is set in New York. All the other ones I think are set in the UK, and I have to say I really like that when it's set somewhere I can relate to the places actually. And also I think all the other ones are written by women, and this is the only one written by a man. And I found out that I actually enjoy crime novels and thrillers written by women better than written by men, and also when they feature a female protagonist. Then I got A Painted Doom by Kate Ellis, which is a phantom painting in a medieval barn, and then it goes into archaeology, I think, or something like that. So really intriguing, sounds already creepy, and can't wait for that one. Then I got this one, which is called Bad Sister by Sam Carrington, and this is about two sisters, which one of them I think sets fire to the parents' home. And mainly I was really intrigued by the cover, and last but not least also by the pink font. Never judge a book by its cover, but well, here we go. Then I got Keep Her Close by M.G. Ford. Someone is playing a deadly game. Oh yeah, that's the one that is takes place in Oxford, where a young woman goes missing from Jesus College. So really intrigued by that one. Then I got The Taken Girls by G.D. Sanders. Time is Running Out. This is about a missing teenager that reappears unharmed but pregnant. So very mysterious. Then I got Don't Wake Up by Liz Lawler, which is about a woman who wakes up in kind of a surgery type of situation, but then when she wakes up again for the second time, she's just completely normal at home, and it seems like nothing has ever really happened. And nobody believes her about that, and everybody just says, oh, it's a dream, it's a dream. But what if it wasn't a dream? Then I got Devil's Day by Andrew Michael Hurley, another man, who's the author of The Lonely. And I think The Lonely won like the Costa Book Awards or something like that. So, and The Lonely was actually on my wish list, so try this one first by the author then. And then I got the other Jane Corey book, which is called The Dead Ex. Yeah, I think that says it all. The brutal attack left her suffering with epilepsy, and he ran away with his mistress. So, not very nice. And the last one I got, which wasn't 160 but I think 460, down from 20, is the first Stranger Things novel, which is called Suspicious Minds by Gwenda Bond in hardcover. And this book looks so freaking beautiful. Look at the back, and oh, I'm so excited to read this. I haven't watched the third season yet, and I think I want to read that book first. And maybe also the second novel that's out now, before I want to watch the third season, although they're not, I don't think they're linked with each other, so you can just read them at any time, but still, I want to read it first and then continue with the series. So that's it. This is my cheap thriller haul, and if this is still going on, go and check out the Works website. And maybe they also have like tons and tons of romance novels, and like basically good deals throughout the whole year all the time. So if you're interested in a few of these books, or maybe all of them, just check them out. And maybe we can basically read the books together over the summer. I hope I see you in the next video, which is hopefully going to be soon. And I wish you all happy reading. Bye.